You have ads at the moment?
Not at the moment. Here we go. It's starting that up now.
Alright, ads.
Okay, we can be heard.
You should have
Alright,
known
nice.
this day was coming.
Alright, you can hear me okay this time around?
Yeah, I can hear you just fine.
Awesome, okay. Everything's golden this time. Alright, just give me a second here. Gotta prep up to do the over-the-top theatrical opening again. Because it's much later at night this time around. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to Kingsway. We will be heading back into our warrior here. Level 10. With his main backpack. Since then, I have purchased all of the starting gifts. I have changed the cursor. This is the sword that you start with. I actually have also bought in the two cheaper cursors of the hand and the arrow. And I also got the gold version of this and the gold version of the arrow, which are 100. And the only cursor left, if I really wanted to, would just be a skeleton hand. So, let me check my bags here, see which ones are important. Because when I have this many bags, I kind of, as you can see, have them organized like this one's all potions, which we obviously need out. This one's kind of like the way crystals, the king's icons, legendaries, cursed objects, accessories, and the like. And you need that out just to throw stuff in it. That's equipment, so we need that just for throwing equipment in it. Set that on top. And the supplies bag. Okay, well, if this is potions, then I need to throw these potions into here. Keys go in here. And I know now that the map can actually go out here, as can those monolith documents that we've been avoiding. But we're not going to worry about those at the moment. The ring can go up there, as can you. Oh, no, we don't have room. Okay, that's fine. We're actually going to put the keys over here with you. I'm going to make this like items that you just kind of throw in there that you don't use automatically, that aren't equipment, like the way crystals, the king's icons, the potion coupon, and keys. But that does have to stay out so that we can throw more stuff in it. And it does look like, well, I'm going to be grabbing in his next couple of levels the warrior's ability that's kind of like a small scale heal over time, along with raising some other skills. Let me see what he might potentially need here. Need to pull up this window. Yeah, the log's gonna be kind of hidden because I have the window shrunken down so I can see everything else going on. So this is what we're going to be grabbing for helping healing towards the end game here, is Warm Aura. I'm also going to want to grab Resurrect to help with the boss, because we're going to have... We still have 2 more Beacon Knights, which I've faced all of the Beacon Knights at this point on the other character. We're going to try to finish the game with now, so I know what to expect with them. But we have 2 other strong bosses to deal with at the end game with the warrior. Sword Mastery and Critical Focus are really high with him. But I want to grab Resurrect. We're not going to grab Dual Wield because we're kind of late in the game for that. If I'm going to be grabbing Resurrect and Warm Aura here, then I also want to grab Critical Stun when that shows up to help boost his chances of getting more attacks on. And then obviously I want to try to raise Vigilance another couple of levels for faster attacks too, to improve his end game. And at least get his strength up to 30 and his agility as close to 20 as I can. So let's pull up our world map here. I might actually close this just because I might make the screen just a little bit bigger, because this is a little smaller because there's only so many sizes you can actually make it. You can't stretch out the window. And there's our first beacon we did the last time. But yeah, restarted it just to make the screen bigger for my sake and for your sake to see more of the windows around everything and to make it much easier. Alright, there is a deft long sword, but we have a stronger sword there that we can use that I also have enchanted. The hardy long cleaver of leech, which will probably be part of our lifesaver in the endgame with him because that's got lifesteal. Still be going for... What was that? Twilight?
That'd be handy.
Yep, Warmore will be really handy once we get some levels for using his abilities to heal himself. Inside battle only, though. Just like heal spells, essentially. And bandage, which I think he gets to at some point. I know that's kind of the rogue's healing grace, although that only works after the battle. Alright, so yeah, some of these things I'm saving for monoliths to get more skill points. We got a quest right here. Let's see which one this is. After we finish this guy, we should get another level, hopefully. Ooh, so close. Yeah, we're like about 100 or so points off. This is a cave, but the entrance looks too small to fit through. Try to enter. Oh, okay. I don't know if that's the quest for the one area where you have to fight a bunch of cultists or not at the moment. And there's another one of the crypts that's a dungeon for the second ending that we're going to be going for with the rogue, because the rogue already has all 3 of those crypt dungeons beat with the feathers used and all 3 beacons, and all I have to do with my rogue. If we can achieve it, I have a bunch of abilities that'll help the rogue along with a bunch of invisibility pots for them. I don't have any potions to help that person. But it's like a bunch of invisibility pots as well to help them get through the final dungeon. Because there's also a bunch of like really ridiculous traps in the final dungeon too, from what I'd seen. Like, you'll come across triple arrow traps where they shoot 3 arrows at you. You have to click on.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Yeah, if you think the Beacon Knights with double windows is ridiculous, they shoot triple things at you. In the final dungeon, it's set by having like level 15 to 17 enemies in it that hit really hard when you're not blocking. And being really long on top of that, they have like really ridiculous traps that you have to click on to avoid. There we go. So now I'm going to start grabbing Warm Aura. Puts it right there. Alright, awesome. Put that up to 30. And start raising his agility a little more. I will raise strength past 30. But getting it up to 30 for now, for that level alone, is enough for me to just focus those other 2 points on agility to make him faster. Should fit down there. Nope. Okay. We'll be putting Kickle's staff into the monolith first for a couple stat potions. This is kind of why. Might put up a splash screen here for a second, just to make X out of the game and make the screen bigger for my own use. Because window management on a small screen is not that handy. Yeah. So.
I can imagine.
Because once I hit leave, I kind of lose this sword that I can throw into stuff, but I'm going to do that anyway. So I'm going to throw this in here, give him the item, and it'll give me 2 crescent potions. And they each give me a stat point. So we pull this back up, raise that to 20. Now I'm going to put up a splash screen, but I am still going to be here while I quickly exit out of the game to resize it and make it easier for me and you to see everything. So just bear with me for a moment, everybody, while I quickly resize the game. Yeah, because it only has like screen sizes, it doesn't actually have like a simple larger or smaller option, which is why it's difficult. So I kind of just have to try it, hit apply, and then completely exit out of the game and come back in. Because you have to exit out and restart for it to actually show up and change the size. Alright, that seems a bit better. Alright, you just heard the game restart there. Just give me a moment before I actually put the take the splash screen down to make sure that I can space everything out okay in this slightly bigger window. Obviously, because I have the most bags, I need to make sure those work the best. Okay, that's probably the one bag I don't need immediately up. And then that, and then we obviously have to have this up. Okay, that works good. Alright, so now finally, splash screen back down. There we go. You can see everything much better now.
Indeed.
Alright, so that castle over there is our ultimate goal for both endings. It is the last dungeon where the final boss is for both. Well, the final boss for the second ending, and then you go through a short area before the final boss for this character's ending, which is going to be the first ending. And this is the last fort, so we're going to travel here to get it marked down for traveling. And I'm going to store stuff. Or just store that, I guess, for the moment. Alright, I have no quests on the warrior at the moment. Let's see what else we got. The only piece of armor I really want to replace is the leather armor. So replace that with the breastplate. If I could speak. I swore I only had one wine slushy, and that was it tonight at the fair. Alright. Alright, so I would like to get more health potions, but it doesn't seem like there's any in the potion shop, which stinks. In the magic shop, there's usually just magic potions. So now we have 43 defense. I would like to get him up to doing at least maybe 18 base damage and over 20 max. Which is why I want to have over 30 strength. I can get some slightly stronger weapons. Potentially as I travel around and fight, but we'll see. And then also the person I was watching do the final dungeon, he wasn't really blocking in there, so a lot of the heavy hits he was taking was because of that. And then he was doing a mage in there. Alright, so I could enchant the breastplate, and that would give me full enchanted equipment and still give me a skill point. So I think that's what I'm going to do. So if you're going to enchant an item, you put 3 enchanted items, which are the ones glowing blue, in there, with the item you want enchanted in there. Or if you just wanted the skill point and to activate it, you'd put 1 enchanted item in there, and that's all you would need. And you offer that stuff in there, and then it'll still give you the skill point, activate the monolith, and enchant the items. So we got the Hardy Breastplate of Wealth. So it's got plus 6 Vitality, which is going to boost our health massively, and plus 25% gold find. The Vitality is a little more important to me. On top of that, it's plus 1, so it's got plus 1 to its defense already on top of the extra Vitality that it just gave us. Let's move this sword over here. There are still more monoliths we could look for while we're leveling. And we do still have, I think, 2 beacons. There's another one over there by the castle. We're just kind of moving around to events and trying to find fights for leveling at the moment. Another gibber. I do have a better mouse now, so we will not be getting hit by as many window events / window attacks from these enemies anymore. The Mighty Orb of Purity. That's more something you give a mage if you want to give them extra attack in their offhand. Because these always give them attack in this form right here of extra damage, along with maybe like stats or resistances. Well, we will need potions now since we're going to be giving him Warm Aura. Or, well, magic potions, I mean. As that does use his mana. So I probably should start raising his intellect a little bit too while we're at it. Let's see, block this next upcoming attack. Alright, oop. Darn it. I couldn't avoid that because the other freaking bandit showed up right over top of the bomb throw. So I got burned and I'm going to be taking more damage from his physical attacks.
Ouch.
Yep. Alright, well actually you go there. Oh, that's already filled from just those 3 things. Interesting. The potion goes there. Let's see, loot this other guy. He's got a cursed item and another potion. Alright, the skull, you go there. And for their treasure, they had a buckler, which is, well... Oh, they had another bag. Lucky me. Alright, we'll put the shield there. Put you in there. Put the orb in there. Alright. Good. This is another charm that I had before, called the magic root, that just prevents poison if I want. Oop. Alright, I will be right back.
Okay.
a second to sit back down here and get situated. Alright. Sorry about that. Had to do a quick rush to the bathroom there.
You gotta go.
Oh, wow. And the crappy thing with small bags is they hold as much as the supply bag, but yeah, they get filled quick. Then you can find a small pack, but it only holds like 5 or 8 more pounds than the small bags do. There is a starting gift that's a large backpack that holds like a lot more than this, but I just never really bother starting with it because there's much better gifts. Oop, got another quest. Okay, I saw him do this quest. You don't even actually have to fight anything in it. And it gets you a decent armor, which would be nice for our warrior. If only if it's a decent bit better than our breastplate, since I just enchanted it. It's probably the star up here, because that's a cave you have to go into. Oop, got an arrow there. Gold nugget, a crystal staff. Alright, let's pull some of these up. See where we can put stuff. How much do you weigh, Nugget? 6? Wow. It's one heavy piece of gold.
It's supposed to be lightweight.
Indeed. I can put the staff in there. Do you have room for it? No. You only have room for 1 pound. The helmet isn't that heavy, but that sword is fairly heavy. Well, you'll fit in here with the potions, and I guess that's where you're going to have to be for now. Alright, so let's need to close a couple things. Alright, this bag kind of need to open a bit for shoving some miscellaneous stuff in. More importantly, like if we get any KIngsway crystals or King's icons, I need to shove them in that bag. And I can shrink this down though to make things a little bit easier because I don't need as much space for that. Alright. Let me pull up the map, see where our second icon, our beacon is. Okay, it's way up there, and we're by this one. But we're heading, back towards that one, but the shadow is right there.
Oh dear.
You just have to fight it, but it like gives you no experience or any drops if you defeat it. Because I was doing that with the rogue when I was running back to find the dungeons. There is our little portal with him. If we were doing that. Oh, nice. Okay, I did not realize that. So that is something I don't have to do at all with anyone else for past this run.
That's good.
Once we light the portal, it's lit for everyone, so we can just instantly start going for the 3rd class to unlock and all of the endings. You'll still want to do the monoliths just because they're skill points and potential stat points if you have legendaries, you know.
Yeah.
A hardy disc spear of leech. I'll just talk rumors. These are dungeons too, but they give you like ruins. And I guess, like as I was saying, if you give all of the ruins from those to a monolith, they give you a nice accessory. I just used his warm aura, which is only gonna like regenerate 6 HP over time at level 1. So yeah, it doesn't do that much good this late in the game at level 1. Okay, the kite shield would be better. Oh, and heavy plate. haven't had that before, but that's cursed. I will take the kite shield, I guess, as it's a defense upgrade. Now, something I have seen is, I think the kite shield and the wheel shield, yeah, the kite shield and the wheel shield have the same percent block. The only difference, like most shields, not only do they have a defense block, a defense upgrade, but their block percentage is higher. But the kite shield and the wheel shield, they have the same block. Their only difference is the wheel shield's got better defense. So it's kind of more like if you want that extra defense or not on it.
Yeah.
Alright, just trying to see where I can put this. Okay, that's right. Wait for. No, not enough room in that. Not enough room in you. Well, I know what I can do here a bit to make some room. Okay, if it says someone may want this, it's a quest item for something you may or may not have yet, so can't sell that. So sadly we can't sell. There we go, we can throw you in here after selling those couple of items. There we go. Yeah, so it's not quite worth it if it says someone may want it, because you might get a quest for it later. And I know there's actually another quest that comes up for Beast Eyes, Living Seeds, and Skulls after the quest for just those items. Yeah, let's travel up here. We don't have as much time to waste with the shadow right there having to travel back. Yep, there's the beacon. Thankfully, we'll just travel to the fort and then use the travel option in the fort to go back towards the other one. Alright, I thought I had a potion. I guess I used it. I'll just use my... I will just unwillingly use my full heal pot, I guess. Now this is probably one of the best swords I've seen. I can actually use it now, but it's not going to have the vitality and lifesteal, although it's got a lot more damage. That's too good of a damage trade-off, though, to not use it. That's the only thing. I'm going to hold on to this one, though. Unfortunately, the heavy cleaver is like 7 weight. It's like a really heavy sword, yeah. And I don't think I have anything that's gonna hold it. So I probably have to say bye-bye to it permanently and not even use it for anything. Talk rumors, they don't mention anything. We're just gonna go right here. Yeah, you notice how I went across the water there and there was a boat? You can fight enemies in the water like that. And it's a jellyfish-like enemy, and when they split into 2 enemies, those 2 enemies each have a chance to drop a magic pot. That's what I was referring to when I was mentioning that. Alright, let's upgrade Worm Aura, because that's what I wanted to do. Oh, I've never seen this guy before. Ow, 25 damage. There he goes. He only does 6 when I block. I guess there's different knights they can have depending on where they show up. I guess the first one's always... Hickle.
Oh dear.
He's nearly dead, then those guys aren't that big of an issue. Alright, there we go. block this guy. And they're dead. You got his helm, the Charm of Ascension. They all have a different charm. Increased damage for every blue glowing monolith. That's actually worth it.
Sounds like it.
We have a lot of them lit right now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, 25 to 29
Wow.
with that on. Our breastplate's better because even unenchanted it was better because it's breastplate plus 1. If I could talk tonight, I swear it's just because it's late, people. And as legendary as his helm, which is -2 intelligence and 2 vitality, which I'm not quite sure how that is, and we're a couple levels off from being able to use it anyway. But it gives the skill Keen, along with 12% magic find, or magic item find, and plus 60% damage to humans, which will do good for the last Beacon Knight and the Castle Guard before the final boss. And 14 defense. So it's overall better, although this gives 4 strength for damage, so I might just toss that into a beacon if we find another monolith, if we find one. Oh, that's right, I forgot to toss the nugget into the storage for us. So we shall see, but there's beacon 2 lit. Now we're just going to head back to this fort. Yeah, you can actually see our health kind of going up there a little bit now because it's at level 2. Yay, level up. Now, Warmore 3 is actually what I saw him using that was pretty handy. Oh crap, I forgot to hit loot. Accidentally hit the other thing. So at least Warmore 3 is pretty handy. Well, like I said, I still also want Resurrect. Alright, so take out this unburied quickly. It has nothing to drop. Might come across a shadow fight, which I'm going to run from. Just because I don't want to deal with it while we're trying to reach the fort. If the game wants to be trolling, give us a fight in the last 10 or so feet before the actual town. Alright. So just let me take care of dropping some items before showing how traveling works. Alright. Throw you in there because you're a quest item too, supposedly. King's icons. Oh, I could have just used a King's icon, but that's okay. I got a level out of it. Alright, let's grab you. Yeah, why not? We'll grab a Crescent Potion while we're at it. Free stat point. Well, a stat point for about 46 gold, but... Now we have enough room to put you over there. Sort you out. Alright. Darn, they don't have a magic shop for me to get magic pots for him. So you click travel, and you see these 3 colored stars here, and down here they have them with their names. The stars are their locations on the maps, and down here is the names. And you click it, and then it tells you the name. It says travel there, and shows you how much it's going to charge you to travel there. And let's see. The purple one is the furthest one, closest to that beacon, so that's where we want to go. For 32 gold, and you just travel there. And it takes as much time as it would to travel straight there without it going to any other place. But the time still passes, but you don't have to worry about any fights. And that is how the traveling works when you have the different forts. And happily for me, we have another potion, or another heal potion in there. I'm gonna splurge on another crescent potion. There we go. Let's put our intellect up another point there. Get some more MP. We'll buy this magic pot. So we have a couple of those. I probably don't need so many damn antidotes. Potion of attacks will be nice for the end game, potentially. Let's see, let's check this iron helm. 11, 9. But because we get 9 strength, I'm not willing to give up that strength boost for, because that's a lot of damage I'd be dropping. Alright, so our last beacon was up past the castle. So we're just going to start heading up this way. Approach, help, yeah, sure. I'll save you, citizen. I don't know. This looks kind of fishy. I love those moments in, like, slightly comedic shows and things. Like, I'll save you. Wait a minute. That looks kind of strange. This looks a bit too hard for me. I think I'm going to sit back. You still alive, peasant? Okay, you're doing fine. So we're going to fight this strong monster here. Oh, a blood skeleton. Ooh, this is level 15 one, though. Alright, let's block this upcoming attack. Ooh, curse, avoid that, please. Thank you. Haha, I can avoid those much easier now. Yay! No. No curse for you. Thankfully, I can pull those forward over his window. Haha! Yeah, see, he's got a wheel shield here, but it's a cursed item. Poison cloud. Ooh, he's got a potion of healing. Let's see, strange stone. That makes you immune to curses, but I think I'm good. Let's just leave and continue. Alright, nothing on him. Yeah, see, the rogue actually moves much faster than this between spots because of their high agility. That's another thing that'll make them moving through the castle much less of a risk. Alright, you had a short sword. Don't care for that right now. Open the chest. The weight crystal is nice, although we're probably not going to be using it. I'll grab it anyway. Probably go up to these 2 towns here to look for some more potions for him to make it through the castle. Because in the small area before the final boss, you can run into some random enemies. From what I had seen. But they can give you some decent final pieces of equipment. Oh, this is another knight I have never seen. I guess each person gets kick goal, but then past that they're all different, depending on your class. Alright. That was a lot of damage, but I just... Oh, it's because that was a critical hit on me. But I used Warm Aura to help heal myself back up from that, so... Ouch. There's no way I could avoid that. I was like right in time with my own meter. Ooh, he drops fireballs. Ooh, 3 of them. No. Haha. Nice. Dodge came into effect for me there, and I dodged his attack. Got any more? Okay, he did. Nice, he died and we got a level, so we got a full heal from that. There's critical stun. Critical leech would be nice too for leeching health off of critical hits. But critical stun along with vigilance and... yeah, because he doesn't have quick step, but yeah, along with vigilance, critical stun will help us get more attacks off before they get too much damage on us. Ooh, another lifesteal version of the Great Sword with strength added to it for extra damage. So we'll be switching to that. Because we'll get our lifesteal back plus extra strength. Okay, what does yours do? Enemies fight you more often. Interesting wording. Alright, King's icon, you go there. Can your hammer fit there? No. Can the sword fit there? No. I would like the hammer if there's another monolith somewhere to put it. Although his hammer is not too bad, I just need a lot more strength than what I have. 5 vitality, lets you cast Fireball 4. 20% critical damage, damage to undead. Yeah, it's actually not bad. But it weighs 9. Oh, it'll fit with the potions. Alright, so there's all 3 beacons lit. We're just going to head up here and sell everything to make room. Because there are chests in the final dungeon of the castle as well. We'll probably be avoiding some of them for the sake of speeding through it to avoid fights. And if you noticed, when the enemy stopped moving and he had the stars around his head, that was critical stun. Basically, as you saw, it stops them cold, but the castle guard does that to you nearly every hit.
Oh dear.
But you still get a lot of hits. They just... that's like one of their only things that makes them hard, is they hit decently hard and they do stun. They don't really have any window attacks like most other people do. I'd so like to... oh, that's right, we never found that guy, but that's fine with me. Alright, let's grab another potion for the final run here. Grab a magic potion. Because we have very limited HP, or MP, I should say. Our HP could probably not be that much better. Let's throw all of our cursed items in there and his charm. Alright, we can close this window. Alright, the supply bag's already open. Let's close these couple of windows. That makes room there. Well, wait a minute. Like that, I think I can throw his hammer in there. No. Alright, I guess your hammer is going to go in there by itself. Yeah, because it takes all but 1 pound. I'm pretty sure there are still some monoliths somewhere, but we don't exactly have the... well, there's still time. Oh, a skeleton brute. Never seen these guys. Wow, I think he waited for me to unblock. Nope, but he hits pretty hard. He gave us heavy plate armor. It's 21 to 11. I lose the vitality, but that's much better defense. Unblock so I can try to run. Yeah, I just didn't want to fight him. We're just going to make our way to the castle, though we've lost about 30 health. And we're going to try to start the final run with our warrior here to get the first ending. You see the king's castle. It's oddly quiet. Nothing grows on the ground nearby. And approach. With the 3 guardian beacons lit, the gate opens before you enter. And now comes the run through the castle. We have a couple invisibility potions to get through here, but we shouldn't have quite as big of an issue doing it with a warrior. Oh boy, a couple fireballs. Got to avoid those. Ow, that was quite a bit of damage. Nice, you got him critically stunned. Did I get like 3 attacks on him ahead of time? Might be able to get 1 attack and then hopefully block in time. Nice. Those are always nice to have for speeding up your attack speed. Yep, here come the 3 arrow traps. Hooray for slowdown, made that much easier. Streaming slowdown.
That's pretty handy.
I'm gonna throw down warming aura to help with that. Get some health back while we fight him. Although he's doing like 11 damage block, but that's much better than what they would be doing. Oh yeah, that was about 30 damage. Because I couldn't get him blocked in time. Alright, he dropped a potion, which I'll use right now. I'll check out this chest just because some of them can have potions in them. Oh geez. We had a guard and a mimic. What level's the mimic? They're both 18. Lovely. And I'm not blocking, so I've lost about half my health already. Yeah, I've kind of bitten it with this one because I wasn't blocking this, so I'd taken decent damage from both of them this whole time. And now I'm down to about 50. That's more defense, but again, I'm dropping strength. So I don't think I want to drop my strength much lower. And that was not worth it. Because I didn't even take anything from the chest. And I'm like so low on health right now. Alright, let's take care of this guy. Block again. Probably gonna have to use a potion right there. Nice, got a level off of him. Let's bring vigilance up. And another key, bring bring vigilance and agility up for 1 more faster attack and faster attack speeds. And then another intellect for a little bit more MP for using warm aura. 11 to 13, 10 to 12. What else do you do? 15 damage to bosses. I will take the drop because you'll help with the last two bosses. And you still do really close to 30 damage every hit. There's another triple arrow trap. I knew about the sentries. I had not seen them before now show up for me. Ouch, and they hit really hard. There we go. So I'm not seeing this being too much of an issue for our rogue, the way this is going for him. The rogue is much more capable of actually just stopping attacks, or hitting a lot more often than he is, and stopping their attack bar with quick step. And the rogue can critical stun as well. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. They critical stunned again.
Dang.
I'll just use their potion. Ooh, we nearly made it. Distance left was 0. Such a trolling move. Alright, good. I got the attack and the block off. Well, with them stunned after realizing it afterwards. Oof, they got that hit off on me, though. Double fireballs? I don't think so. 9 strength, but level 18. There's no way I'm going to be able to use that. Alright, more triple arrows. Alright, I'm going to go this way. Nice, they dodge that attack. I will take another attack potion.